the winner by unanimous decision, and no Ring Magazine WBO Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Shakur Stevenson.
What they gonna say now? The haters are still gonna hate, because that's what they do, they hate. I actually already see it in the comments. But Shakur Stevenson goes out, get the job done against Teofimo Lopez.
Forced to try to get respect, but Yoffalata's got a left hand from Shakur. He's been trying to do that. Just can't get past that front foot of Shakur. He can't get past that right jab of Shakur. And anytime he does break the distance, Shakur steps back and counters.
Zabeda had some success sometimes, but Zabeda paid a price in that fight. Shakur landed 50% of his punches against William Zabeda. And even though it was the most punishment Shakur's taken, he won a wide decision on the judges' scorecards.
Good left hand, the glove nearly touched the canvas for a knockdown. And again, Shakur beats him to the punch.
He wins 11 out of 12 rounds, and he only got that 1 round loss because he was rested. Now, I will say that I personally was expecting a fight that was a bit more competitive. I was really interested to see Shakur go against somebody who also has that Olympic point fighting background when it comes to boxing, because I do think that that makes a difference when you look at the greats that Shakur hang around with, you know, Floyd, Andre Ward, even Keyshawn. You know, these are all people who also competed on that Olympic level, and I do think that that changes how you approach to boxing. And maybe that is why people will say that his style is not the most entertaining. But that's neither here nor there, because regardless, the fight was the fight. You know, I'm not going to say that Teofimo isn't a good boxer, because I have seen him box at a really good level. I just think that he got in the ring with someone who he couldn't figure out. You know, during the press conferences, he was saying that, oh, you know, we never lost any southpaws. And I believe he was referring to Lomachenko. And man, Lomachenko was older, you know, when he fought Teofimo Lopez, when he fought George Kambosos. So I think that, you know, going against somebody in their prime is something that just Teofimo couldn't compete with. I also think that it was a difference in between how the two corners were approaching the fight. When they were cutting to Shakur's corner, his granddad was giving him advice. His granddad was giving him, you know, work your jab, work your 1-2, stay in the pocket, do this, do that. He was giving coaching. Versus Teofimo's corner, his dad was just like, oh man, where's the power? Where's the heart? Oh, you're gonna hate yourself.
Stop shifting him. You gotta hit him, bro.
Let's go.
You're gonna hate yourself.
Take this round, Joe. Take this round.
And I do think that that wasn't setting Teofimo up for success, because there was no change in the game plan. Whatever they worked on in camp, it wasn't working, and they didn't have a plan B. And on the flip side of that, man, whatever Shakur did in camp, it worked. You know, watching their YouTube stuff, they don't usually go behind the scenes into the work itself, but you could tell that the camp was different. You know, the camp was serious. The camp was about putting in work and being the best fighters that they could be, because even Keyshawn approached the fight a little bit different. You know, Keyshawn was more high guard than I've seen from him usually, but that's because I think that they were like, man, these are some guys that we got to take serious, man. Shout out to Keyshawn. He got that stoppage round 12, right? And that was actually a really good fight, because Keyshawn was working that guy, or Jermaine Ortiz, and Ortiz's body just couldn't hang in that last round, man. But back to Shakur, man, I just think that, you know, haters should be silenced, but they won't be, because he didn't get the knockout. It was a great performance from Mr. Shakur Stevenson. And whether he fights that guy with the blonde hair that came on at the end of the fight, or he goes somewhere else, man, I think that he showed us that he has the skills to fight and hang with anybody. Yeah, man, appreciate y'all for being tuned in. Hopefully we coming back y'all way. Matter of fact, we're gonna tap in for that Ryan Garcia. I gotta check when it is, but we're gonna tap in for that Ryan Garcia. Yes, sir.